Captain Wonder grammar tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll talk about numbers as well as Roman numerals, noun adjective agreement, especially with three termination adjectives, but we'll also talk about two termination. Though this technically isn't till level 2, you never can tell what to be ready for. So let's talk about noun adjective agreement, Roman numerals and numbers. Numbers and Roman numerals we've started to cover. Remember, there are cardinal numbers first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And then there's ordinal numbers. Ordinal means the order. It's all adjectives. Prima, secunda, tertia, quarta, all follow like magna, us, You also need to know the Roman numerals. Now, the numbers you only need to worry about till 20. So remember, undecim, 1 and 10, duodecim, but you also have to be prepared for 18, which is duo de viginti, or un de viginti for 19, 2 from 20, and of course 1 from 20. So, Roman numerals, refresher, those are the main ones you have to worry about. Combining the larger regularly precedes it. So V and I is 6. V, XVI, 16. When the smaller number comes before, it's subtraction. So IV is 4, IX is 9. So Noam, 9 minus 4 are how many? 9 minus 4, 5. Mount Vesuvius erupted in L, 50, XX, 2 tens, which is 70, IX, 79. Notice that sexy distractor of 81 they give you. All right, let's talk about noun adjective agreement. Adjectives form like nouns. Their gender, however, is fluid. They can go in all genders because adjectives modify nouns in 3 things: gender, number, and case. So though the endings are different, bonus, puer, the good boy, bonum, donum, the good gift, bona, puella, the good girl, though their endings may be different, they are still the adjective is still agreeing with the noun in gender, number, case. And they either are the first and second declension, 3 termination, or 3 ending adjectives, or third declension, 2 termination. Most adjectives are attributive that we've seen, a short life, but a predicate adjective is an equational phrase. So life is short, art is long. The equational phrase, if it's an adjective, must agree with what it's modifying in gender, number, and case. So attributive adjective agrees with one noun, right? All, the sea, and earth. Mother and father are dead. Notice it's got to agree with both. Now, what if you have a mixed gender? It always goes masculine. Ira et odium are evil, are base. So therefore, pretty well set, not too worried about. So Hercules vulneravit, Hercules wounded the monstrum, accusative object phrase. And because monstrum is a 3 termination adjective and it's neuter, following second neuter, it happens to also have the same ending as Saiwan. Don't expect that on the national. Instead, you should expect something like this: Salvius vituperavit, curse the agricolas, the farmers. Now, we would say, oh, there's an AS here, must be an AS here. But watch, agricolas is one of those P-Pain words, poeta, parata, agricola, incola, nauta, which though their first declension are masculine, so the answer is 3. Much blood is flowing, so it's got to agree. So what's doing the flowing? The blood, nominative, singular. So therefore, motus. The endings don't matter, it's just the noun. Gladiator amat puellam. The gladiator loves the girl. What kind of gladiator? He's a stupid gladiator. So I just said he, so he's masculine, and he's singular, and he's nominative. Therefore, it's number 4. All right, let's talk about the 3 termination adjectives in depth. They follow first and second. Three termination means they have three endings: magna, magnus, magnum. Older glossaries, or most glossaries, will list them in the masculine form for some sexist reason. I don't know why. When really it should be first declension first, so it should be with end, with a. Remember the pipe nouns, poeta, parata, agricola, incola, and nauta are first declension but masculine. So, the father bequeathed good money to his wife. Good money. So it's agreeing with pecuniam, it's accusative singular, feminine, which would be bonam. If we wanted to say to his good wife, which it could, it would be a dative, but you have to look at the translation. Urbs non est. So we have a is, not is. Urbs is the nominative subject, a feminine singular. It's a city. Therefore, it must be feminine singular nominative. Here, magna. Let's talk about two termination adjectives. Two termination adjectives follow the third declension. Now, we say two termination, but there can be some three termination. It's kind of confusing a little bit. But primarily it's omnis, omne. Now, these will probably primarily occur on the National Land Exam Level 2. So we have third declension, like omnis, omne would be na wis, na mare. Omnis, omnem, omni, omni, omnis, omnes. Omnis or omnes. Depends on dialect, depends on editor. Ibus, ibus, ium. Now, we have this third declension noun in the ER, which is kind of strange because if you look at it, don't look at the nominative. Look at everything else, though. The masculine, the feminine, they're same, just like the two termination. What's the difference? The masculine singular nominative is, again, wacky. So it's really a two termination adjective with just a wacky nominative masculine singular. So each law is good. Lex is the nominative subject phrase. We know lex is feminine, right? So therefore, we need a nominative feminine singular. Even though lex doesn't have that a ending, the adjective and the noun don't have to agree in endings, only gender, number, case. Omnium, genitive plural, of all. And that takes care of Captain Wonder and all its wonderment. Enjoy the tutorial. Enjoy the fun und games.